Hey YouTube, how's it going? So this little beauty here has been in a couple of the other videos just as a size comparison really, and it is the Tyranid Mawlock, and it's a bit of a beast. Now when I decided after a long conversation a while back with my friend Aaron, who's still really heavily into his Blood Angels, I was chatting with him, and it had been about 12 years since I'd done anything in Warhammer, so back when I was 12 years old. And I got chatting with him and I realised how much I actually missed just the painting side of it, if nothing else. So I thought, you know what, I can get back into this. So this little beast was the first thing I painted on my return to Warhammer. I decided to go into Tyranids just because I like playing the bad guy and I like playing the aliens really. So yeah, first one that I did after getting back into everything. Now the Mawlock is one of the bigger Tyranid creatures, so it comes in one hell of a big box, and the kit itself can be assembled as the Mawlock, the Trigon, or the Trigon Prime. The Mawlock version, which we have here, not a synapse creature. He's one of the mindless drones, and he's sort of the evolution from the old edition Red Terror. The Red Terror used to have a move of Swallow Whole, where it basically chomped things up in one bite. And what this little thing does is he will chomp up through the ground, and when he deep strikes onto the board, he can have a move called Subterranean Assault. So if he deep strikes onto an enemy unit, you place the large blast template where the Mawlock would come up. Anything under that template suffers a couple of hits, I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, and then has to be moved outside of the blast template, otherwise you know it can't survive. In the Apocalypse game we played, which the videos are up on Templar's Crusade and Marnis Calgar's channels and in my playlists, we deep striked 3 of these boys onto the board, mine, Jamie's and John's, and they came up, and mine came up under a Vindicator Linebreaker squadron, smashed one of the tanks to pieces, and it couldn't move out of the blast radius because there was so much packed around it, so it was removed as destroyed. The other 2 followed suit and took out a Land Raider and another Vindicator, so it's a really effective model in big games. Good against infantry as well if it jumps up, but it doesn't have the strength and power of a Trigon to actually hit. But it is still an absolutely beautiful model, and if I squeeze in a bit there, then it's probably going to go a bit out of focus, but you can see that big wide gore for swallowing people whole, flesh hooks on the tongue, and it has all these little spines and things around him, up his back. And the idea of these is the Mawlock tells where troops are above ground when it's tunneling underneath by feeling the vibrations through him. It's a large oval base, and again painted like all the others, bleach bone, Leviathan purple into the recesses. Now when I did the carapace, I did this model before I started feathering the Fortress Grey onto the edge of the plates, and I think it really makes quite a bit of a difference, because on the tail section here you can see there's no Fortress Grey, and it doesn't really stand out very well, whereas on like the head section and the body I went back over those with the Fortress Grey. I don't know if you can pick it out very well with that camera and the light above it there, but I think it works quite well. Anyway, that is my Mawlock, the first Tyranid that I painted on my return to 40k. Anyway, thanks guys, I'll chat to you soon. Bye.